There reaches a time where no matter how much you like an anime character, they will eventually do something, no matter how small or big, that really pisses you off and has you questioning, why did I even like this character in the first place? My first experience with this was with Vegeta after he would constantly hype himself up just to get violated the very next episode and have Goku come and save the day. And now I'm getting that same feeling all over again now, except with Gojo. If you're new here, I have gladly claimed the title of the #1 Gojo Glazer. This man can do no wrong in my eyes. But with this newest episode of JJK, Gojo really sold the entire Sorcerer world, and this man could not care less. Gojo was really getting busy this season, whether that was in the flashback arc where he turned Toji into the apple symbol, or if you want to talk to the last episode where he turned Hanami into some wall art. This most recent episode though, and I hate to say it, Gojo wasn't acting like Gojo, because the first thing that happens in this episode is we're alerted that the ragtag team of curses Ghetto put together, they actually managed to seal Gojo. I'm sorry. I feel sick just thinking about it. And it just adds insult to injury when this crusty, dusty, musty looking dude Ghetto pulls up and tells my man Gojo in the most insulting way, good night. And I know it wasn't meant to be like this, but in that moment, it felt like Ghetto was trying to son Gojo, and I'm not going for that, man. Like, Ghetto really tried to tuck in Gojo like it was his son. Good night for the last time ever. And Gojo just starts trying to speak to the real Ghetto, and he's like, wow, Ghetto, that's crazy. The old you back at Jujutsu High, you would have never let that happen. He would have never let that slide. Getting captured by a curse, that's kind of weak, bro. I'm not gonna cap. And once again, Gojo is good at every single thing that he does, because this right here is some Hall of Fame instigating if I've ever seen it. Can we please sign this man up for the Hood Olympics expeditiously? This is a winning gold medal candidate right here. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if Ghetto has some kind of kink or something like that, but when Gojo was speaking to him like that, man started choking himself, and I was just like, whoa, what is going on here? But then the more I thought about it, this man Ghetto is really not Ghetto anymore, and it's honestly kind of sad when you think about it. Like, when we see his actual death at the end of JJK 0, you can still tell that there's some love between him and Gojo still. Brotherly love, by the way, brotherly love. I am not a Ghetto and Gojo shipper. The only person I'm shipping Gojo with is myself. And this just solidified for me we're probably not getting that Ghetto redemption arc, because it is what it is. This is literally a shell of Ghetto that's been taken over by this curse brain. This whole time though, Gojo's acting extremely unentertained, and this is what I'm talking about. This is when he really started to piss me off, because bro is really acting like he didn't fumble right now and that the whole world is up for grabs. You are the protector of Earth, and they're about to pack you up and put you away until who knows when, and you're just asking them, can they speed this up already? Gojo, what's up with you, dog? Where is that dog in you that comes out when it's time to fight? Where did your ego go? You look lost and helpless. And Ghetto isn't the only one looking like a shell of himself, because this right here, this isn't my Gojo. My Gojo would never do this, not my Gojo. Just like that though, Gojo got sealed, and now the curses, they're smoking on that Gojo Pack. And the way they're talking, that Gojo Pack kind of hits crazy. Now that we're done with one white-haired anime character though, it's time to talk about another one in Meimei and Itadori. Starting with Meimei, all I can say is y'all are down bad. All it takes is for a male or female anime character to have one strand of white hair and y'all absolutely lose your minds. Because whatever Meimei has going on, it's not it. There's no way y'all are gonna sit here and tell me that y'all are really rocking with this double-sided braided ponytail look. I get it, she has some other attractive features that you may like, but for the most part, every time we see her, it just looks like there's a wet mop over her head. She's a W gold digger though, asking this man Mekamaru if he froze his bank accounts yet, because I know Mekamaru had to have money keeping up with all these bots. Let's be real, that ultimate Mekamaru had to cost at least 10 million. Meimei, you looking out for the right brothers to steal from. Speaking of Mekamaru though, we get to see him come back too as basically like an Apple AirPod on Itadori, and he's letting everybody know what just happened to Gojo and that he's been sealed away. The funniest part of this interaction though wasn't the banter between Itadori and Mekamaru, even though it was entertaining. But the funniest part is actually the fact that Mekamaru pretty much just reveals to Itadori and Meimei that he just died and was killed by Mahito, and neither of them cared. Neither of them cared at all that Mekamaru just admitted that he had been murdered, and he really thought they were gonna come back and accept him after he had snitched on him. And And even Mechamaru realizes that he pretty much risked all of humanity because the man was being a simp, but I already covered that in a previous video. If you want to check that out, I'll have it in the description or on your screen and you can watch that video instead. It now pretty much becomes Itadori's mission to let everybody know that Gojo's been captured, and well, if they don't get him back, it's pretty much the end of the human world because curses are gonna come out left and right now that Gojo can't stop them. And I'm just honestly curious, why was there no backup plan for this? I already told y'all in the last video that Gojo effect has ruined the sorcerer world. And speaking of Gojo, who I'm currently hating on, we actually do get to see him for a little bit inside the prison realm. And you would think he would be a little more upset and stressing a little bit more considering this is only the second L he's ever taken in his life, at least that we've seen. But nah, bro is posted up in the prison realm talking about, wow, they really caught me lacking. I hope the rest of my team can handle this. Gojo, dog, be for real. They've relied on you since you were a high school student. And now you think they can handle this on their own? Instead of just accepting the L and trying to figure out some way that he can maybe help, it really looks like Gojo's just chilling on vacation right now. Man has no sense of urgency. The Jujutsu sorcerer world is about to go to war to get you back, and Gojo's just happy that he got to see his little boyfriend Ghetto's face again. He's really about to turn me into the #1 Gojo hater, but he's lucky. Someone's already claimed that position over me. Back to Yuji though, that's really all the screen time he gets. I told y'all already, Yuji is the side character in his own show. He killed a couple curses in this episode, but his main goal is to be a snitch and let everybody know that Gojo got sealed. Seriously, Yuji, you're the MC and that was your main mission? Not to go fight the strongest curse, not to go save Gojo, but your mission as the MC was to go snitch to everyone that Gojo got captured, which was information you got from another snitch who was Mechamaru. As the MC, that's just not a good look, but that's just my opinion. You do your thing. Surprisingly though, once everyone finds out that Gojo's been sealed away, you would have thought that they were stressing a lot more, but they all seem pretty chill. I actually had to pause and rewatch this part and make sure I read it properly because none of them looked like they were stressing it. They said if they don't get Gojo back, that this is the end of the sorcerer world pretty much, but none of them had any type of urgency. It just seemed like another day on the job for them. And the last thing I really want to cover that happened in this episode is the hit out on Itadori from all the curses. Itadori really made some enemies with every single one of the curses, and they all want to find him all for separate reasons. Volcano Head wants to find Itadori and unleash Sukuna, which if that happens, GG's. Mahito wants to, well, kill Itadori for obvious reasons if you somehow forgot the beatdown that he gave him in season 1. And the emo dude is the brother of the two curses that Nobara and Itadori kill at the end of season 1, and so it's obvious why he wants to kill Itadori too. So they all have different vendettas and they all want to do different things to Itadori. Pause. So Mahito decides whoever can find Itadori first gets to go through with their plan. Something about Mahito deciding Itadori's life or death based on a game of hide and seek. This man is purely just evil because it's fun to him. Like there's no reason other than that. And well, it's working for them because the Gojo effect, well, he's sealed away and the Gojo effect is no longer. I still really can't believe that they've packed up my man Gojo that easily. And if you want to learn more about the Gojo effect and see me talk about the last episode, you can click this video right here on your screen.